What is the best way to fulfill the custom of eating dairy on Shavuos? One of the reasons why we eat dairy on Shavuos has to do with it being a remembrance for the shtei halechem, for the 2 loaves of bread which were brought as an offering in the Beis Hamikdash on Shavuos. How do we remember the shtei halechem? Is to actually split the meal by having 1 loaf of bread by the dairy part of the meal. Then we have to remove everything from the table, including that loaf, and then we bring out the meat and we have to bring out a new loaf of bread. In this way, we have a remembrance to the shtei halechem, to the 2 loaves that were brought as the offering on Shavuos. So according to this reason, was brought in Shulchan Aruch, one of the explanations is that the best way to fulfill the custom of having dairy on Shavuos is to actually split the meal, have half the meal dairy and half the meal meat. Now, to do this properly, it involves a lot of preparation. One of the rules is you can't have dairy and then eat meat right away, something called kinuach v'hadacha. You have to have a drink, you have to have a bite of food, you should wash your hands in between. It makes a lot of difficulties, and not everybody knows all the rules about how to do this, and therefore not everybody follows this custom of splitting the meal. Another way to do it is to make kiddush, have dairy like cheesecake, danishes for kiddush, and then we make a bracha achrona, and then a little while later sit down to the meal and have fleishiks. One of the ways that we celebrate a yontiv meal is with meat. We say that simcha comes about by eating meat, drinking wine, and therefore it is appropriate to eat meat at a yontiv meal. Some people find that they have more simcha in eating dairy meal, and therefore some will just have a dairy meal on Shavuos. Some people will have 1 dairy meal, 1 meat meal, all different types of customs on how to best eat dairy on Shavuos.